Hello everyone and welcome to another exciting episode of Carolina Outdoor Adventures TV. On today's show, we're going to be traveling to the Watauga River in Tennessee, and joining us is going to be field staff member Eric Stanbery and producer Mark Davis. We're going to have a great time today. It's beautiful weather and the water is just right for catching them trout. So stick around and don't go away. We'll be right back after these messages.
Hold them up just a little bit. Hold it. Yeah, perfect. That's okay.
Okay.
Hi, I lost a big fish earlier today. Wasn't using suffix. It was about this big.
Look, slow down there, cowboy, okay? A fish in the lost it van, huh? You want your fish. Sorry, honey, that fish is gone.
Always use the best line, suffix 832.
This week's Carolina Outdoor Adventures TV is brought to you by AAA Outdoors Sweet and Salty Deer Attractants, Buckbuster Scents, scents for the serious hunter, and also by Quail Hollow Bird Farm.
Guys, what you want to do, if you're not using a net, take and dip your hand in the water. Those trout has this slime on it, and it kind of helps to wet your hook or wet your hand before you grab them, and it kind of helps keep the slime on them. We're going to release him back. There he goes. You can get a boat. I'm going to scoot down just a little bit, but you can get right here where I'm at. I'm going to slide in. You'll feel like little taps, little taps. That's a quick release. That's a good release. we're doing today is using ultralight 4-pound test line, number 4 Alton hook, half a night crawler. And the way I like to rig mine is I take about a half a night crawler and I just feed it up the hook. And what you want to do is try to get that night crawler just as straight as possible, right? Like that there, okay? And what we're doing is we're just trying to hit the edges, all right? And you want to throw upstream. And what that does is that allows that bait to get on the bottom and just kind of just roll right on the bottom. A little later on, we may end up getting into a little rough water. And normally what happens if I get into some rough water or some ripples, what I'll do is I'll take a little split shot. I can get one out. And I'll just run it, come up the line, you know, 10, 12 inches, and just pinch it. Okay? And what that does, if the water's really rough, with just that little bit of weight, you'd be surprised at how deep it'll make that bait go. And we'll just throw it out there, and it'll help get that bait to the bottom. And slows that bait down, gives the trout enough time to come up to it. So that's kind of what we're doing today. Just hitting a few little spots here on the river, and hopefully we can get some to bite. I've missed 2 over there where I started from so far, so give them a little rest and maybe go back to them here in just a little bit.
Got him.
All right, y'all. I come down here to this hole that I started. Put on a slip, a sinker, and threw it in there a couple of times. Had a few bites. Nothing really wanted to commit, so I ended up taking the sinker off. And what I did now is I slid over a little bit to get a little closer to the bank. And what I'm doing now is fishing the slack water. If you can tell out there, you can see where it's the ripples, and then on the back side you can see where it's some slack water. So right now what I'm doing is throwing a night crawler over in the slack water and just kind of just letting the current take it off. And that's where I caught that one that I just caught.
Let us make this absolutely clear. The days of wasted casts and missed opportunities are over. New Mega Imaging takes fishing into the megahertz range for the first time, because higher frequency sonar means higher frequency of this. Without a doubt, it's the most detailed picture of the world below ever. And it's only from Humminbird. What I'm doing, guys, is I'm using 4-pound test line,
And as you can see, I'm trying to just play the fish. You can't put a whole lot of pressure on them. They're used to fighting hard anyway. 4-pound test line, you don't want to use nothing too heavy because it takes away of the feel. Sorry if I stop, but I'm just concentrating on this fish, y'all. I don't know how good I've got him hooked. And I don't have a net.
Nice fish.
He is actually
nice.
Swallowed the hook. So okay, here's a good point. What I'm going to do is I'm going to actually try to cup him because I want to get a good picture of him. But he's actually, and as you can see, I'm wetting my hands. Okay, I'm going to try to get a hold of him. I don't want to hurt him. I don't want to squeeze him. I got mine right here, buddy. Thank you. I don't want to harm him. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut the line. Okay, I'm going to try to cut it a little more. And what that hook will do will rust out. Come on now. There it is.
Hold him up just a little bit. Hold it. Yeah, perfect. That's okay.
Okay.
Okay. All right.
Never waste the other end. But it seems like the trout likes the darker end of the night crawler, the one that's normally got the ring on it. These are a little small, so you know, we're just trying to make do. This is kind of how you want it. And it's okay that it's okay if the barb of the hook is exposed. It's not going to hurt a thing because the worm's so light when it's, you know, rolling across the bottom. And if you feel like you've got, you know, hung up or snag, whatever, sometimes if you just twitch it, it'll roll right off. That was a bite. I'm not even going to lip him. I'm just going to grab it.
That's fine.
And flip him off. Guys and gals, you've seen what I just did. If you don't have to touch the fish, it's always good to have a little set of pliers. Whether you're fly fishing or, you know, live bait fishing like what we're doing today. If you've got a good pair of pliers, what you can do, or you know, even a pair of tweezers, you can get these at you know, CVS, Rite Aid, and you know, and they're easy. They can even snap right onto your vest. So the least you have to touch trout. It's better for them. It keeps the slime on them. So it's always good to have, you know, a pair of pliers or a pair of forceps, you know, just anything. If you don't have to touch them, just reach down there. You know, you can get a picture if you need to, whatever, but just reach down there and just grab the hook, a couple little shakes, and they plop right off. What I've come up to, guys and gals, is I've moved down a little bit further, and probably about 10 or 15 feet it drops, you know, kind of down into a little pool. And you got a little bit of, you know, rapids, so, you know, here would be a good time to throw you just a small little split shot on to try to get that bait, you know, down to the bottom. So that's what we're going to try down here in this little, you know, little strip. See what we can come up with.
How deep do you think it is down there?
If I had to guess, it's probably over your head. You know, 5-6 feet deep. That would have been a good shot, and then jumping out of the water. Caught this one actually laying almost right on the bank, so you know it goes to show you, after you've fished a spot, don't leave it, come back to it, because 9 times out of 10 people that have fished above you, or it'll regenerate, fish will come back to it. So you know, just because you fished a spot, you've missed a few, don't never leave it. Come back, you know, go down or go up, but always come back where you started, because 9 times out of 10, you know, they'll hit again. They'll hit again. So, you know, always start and stop, you know, where you come from, and you'll always, 9 times out of 10, catch one from where you started from. What we did was we come out of the deep pool and started back up the river. Come back where I originally started. Started getting back into little ripples. I'm not going to touch him, so I'm just going to show you and then do a quick release so I don't have to touch him. A couple little shakes and he'll come right off. Go back and get another one.
Perfect.
Hello guys, Eric Stanbery here at Carolina Outdoor Adventures, Eric Stanbery Outdoors. Out here on Watauga Lake today, doing a little trout fishing. The river comes out of the Watauga Lake. Temperature stays anywhere between 52 to 54 degrees year round. Come from North Carolina to do a little trout fishing today. And look us up on Facebook, look us up on Roku, and thank y'all for tuning in, and God bless.